Book of Melchizedek is one of those mysterious ancient texts that sparks curiosity and wonder. It offers profound insights into spiritual matters, weaving together themes of divine order, heavenly realms, and the eternal priesthood of Melchizedek. But what does it say about heaven? What is the heavenly realm according to this enigmatic book? Today we're diving deep into its revelations, exploring what heaven looks like through its lens. Imagine for a moment standing at the edge of an infinite expanse, where light isn't just illumination, but a living presence, radiating with divine wisdom and eternal peace. This isn't just a poetic description, it's how the Book of Melchizedek portrays heaven. Unlike the earthly kingdoms we know, heaven is depicted as a realm beyond time and space, filled with layers of glory and divine order. It's a place where human language struggles to capture its fullness, where the very fabric of existence is woven with threads of holiness and eternal purpose. Before we delve deeper, let's look at what it says in Melchizedek chapter 3 verse 7. "And the throne of the Most High shall be established in the highest heaven, surrounded by 10,000 times 10,000 of his holy ones, singing the eternal song of his righteousness and glory." This verse paints a vivid image, a throne not of gold or precious stones, but one established on the foundation of righteousness and eternal glory. The Book of Melchizedek emphasizes that heaven isn't just a place, it's a state of divine perfection where God's presence permeates everything. It is the ultimate reality, the source from which all true life flows. 1. The eternal throne and divine order. Heaven in this sacred text is the seat of the Most High, where divine order reigns supreme. Unlike earthly thrones, subject to the rise and fall of empires, the throne of heaven is eternal. It symbolizes God's unchanging authority and the perfect harmony of his will. This throne is not a symbol of distant power, but of intimate governance, where justice, mercy, and truth are in perfect balance. Melchizedek chapter 4 verse 12 says, "For his throne is like a sapphire, blazing with the fire of holiness, and before it flows the river of life, clear as crystal, proceeding from the heart of God." Melchizedek, described as a priest of the Most High God, reflects this divine order. His priesthood is eternal, not bound by genealogy or earthly succession. This points us to a heavenly reality where roles are not given based on human criteria, but on divine appointment and purpose. In heaven, every being has a place, a role, a song to sing that contributes to eternal harmony. One story from the Book of Melchizedek speaks of the vision of the celestial temple. In this account, Melchizedek is shown the heavenly temple, not made with human hands but crafted by divine wisdom. The walls shimmer like living light, and every stone pulses with the knowledge of God. Angels move in perfect harmony, not as mechanical beings, but as living reflections of God's will. This vision reveals that in heaven, every detail, every movement, is an expression of divine purpose. Furthermore, the Book of Melchizedek reveals that the structure of heaven mirrors the perfection of divine law. There is no chaos, no rebellion, only the peaceful rhythm of God's sovereign design. The beings in heaven serve not out of obligation, but from a pure, unforced alignment with God's will. This eternal order invites us to reflect on our own lives. Are we aligned with God's purpose? Are our hearts in sync with the divine melody that echoes through the heavens? 2. The radiance of uncreated light. The Book of Melchizedek speaks of heaven as filled with uncreated light. This isn't the light we know, sunlight, lamplight, or firelight. It's the very essence of God's presence. Imagine light so pure that it doesn't just illuminate but transforms. It reveals not just outward appearances, but the true essence of all things. This light carries within it the knowledge of God, the warmth of his love, and the clarity of his truth. Melchizedek chapter 5 verse 9 says, "And there shall be no need for the sun, nor the moon to give light, for the glory of the Most High shall be their everlasting light, and his presence their eternal lamp." This uncreated light is what envelops the beings in heaven. The holy ones, the angelic hosts, and even the redeemed souls shine with this light because they are in constant communion with the source. It's a realm where shadows don't exist because there is no darkness at all. Everything is seen clearly, truthfully, in the light of God's glory. The light itself communicates God's nature, perfect, holy, unchanging. Another story, the journey of the redeemed soul, tells of a soul ascending through realms of increasing brightness. At first, the light is overwhelming, revealing every hidden thought and intention. But as the soul embraces the light, it becomes a part of it, shining with the same purity. This journey symbolizes the believer's transformation, from struggling with earthly shadows to reflecting the uncreated light of God. The presence of this uncreated light challenges us to consider how we walk in the world. Are we reflecting the light of God's truth in our lives? Do we allow His presence to illuminate our hearts, exposing hidden darkness and transforming us from within? As Jesus said, "You are the light of the world." We are called to be bearers of this heavenly light, even in the midst of earthly shadows. Spreading the gospel isn't optional, it's a command in the Bible. YouTube can be a powerful tool as you can share the gospel to the nations with simple videos like the one you're watching right now. And that's why we've created Christian Creator Blueprint, which is a comprehensive course and online academy that teaches you how to share the gospel on YouTube without being on camera. God may be calling you. Will you answer? Click the link in the description to get started. 3. The Song of Eternity. One of the most captivating images from the book of Melchizedek is the eternal song. It describes multitudes of holy beings, from angels to redeemed souls, singing in perfect harmony. But this isn't just music. It's the very expression of heaven's life. It is the heartbeat of the celestial realm, an unending anthem of praise that rises like incense before the throne of God. Melchizedek chapter 6 verse 14 says, "And they sang a new song, one that no man had taught them, for it was written upon their hearts by the Spirit of the Most High, a song of His eternal love and unfailing truth." The song isn't learned, it's known. It rises naturally from the hearts of those in heaven because it's the song of truth, love, and divine connection. Each note resonates with purpose. Each harmony reflects the unity of God's creation. This song doesn't end. It evolves, growing richer as more souls join in, their lives adding new melodies to the eternal chorus. It is a symphony of redemption, where every voice, every life, contributes to the masterpiece of God's glory. The story of the angel of the song describes an angel whose sole purpose is to guide the melodies of heaven. This angel doesn't command with words, but with the movement of pure light, and as it moves, the songs shift, harmonies blend, and the music becomes richer. This illustrates that in heaven, worship is not an activity, but an identity. Every being exists in a state of worship, a natural response to the overwhelming presence of God. Imagine being part of that eternal choir, your voice blending seamlessly with countless others, not lost in the multitude, but uniquely vital to the harmony. This is a picture of heavenly community, where individuality and unity coexist perfectly. Here on earth, we catch glimpses of this reality through our worship, our acts of love, and our pursuit of truth. Every sincere prayer, every song of praise, every act of kindness is a note in the song of eternity. Why this matters to us now? Understanding heaven as depicted in the book of Melchizedek isn't just about satisfying our curiosity. It shapes how we live. When we grasp that heaven is a realm of divine order, uncreated light, and eternal song, we begin to align our lives with these realities. We seek harmony, we walk in the light of truth, and we let our lives be a part of the eternal song, reflecting heaven here on earth. This understanding calls us to live with purpose. If heaven is a place of divine order, then disorder in our hearts and lives is something we should continually surrender to God. If heaven is filled with uncreated light, then we should invite that light to shine in our hearts, exposing darkness and bringing transformation. If heaven resounds with an eternal song, then our lives should be an echo of that melody, filled with praise, gratitude, and love. As we reflect on these truths, may we find ourselves longing not just for the beauty of heaven, but for the reality of heaven to be alive within us, guiding our hearts, shaping our actions, and filling our lives with the eternal light of God's glory. May our hearts beat in rhythm with the eternal song, our lives reflect the uncreated light, and our souls rest in the divine order of God's heavenly throne. In this way, we don't just wait for heaven, we begin to experience it here and now, as glimpses of eternity break into our daily lives through faith, hope, and love. If this video has helped you in any way, then click that like button and hit that super thanks button below.